Sup everybody, it's your boy Rio, the same ugly motherfucker from the last video. So, can't tell if that was a Honda or not. I don't know if you guys heard that loud exhaust. So, today's video I'll be talking about all the parts you guys need for an auto to manual swap. If you guys follow me on Instagram at Rio Integra, you guys will know that I converted my car from an automatic to manual. Yes, you always have that option that you could just sell your car, get one that's a manual, but at that time I put too much work into the car, too much money that I wouldn't get back. As you guys know who modify cars, all the money you put in, you're never going to get it back, so you're practically just putting in all the money into your builds just for you. So I didn't want to just fucking swap it or sell it. This is going to be a part video. Today's video will be talking about parts. I made a little list of all the parts because I didn't want to, just forget some stuff. But I'm pretty sure I went over this list a couple times, making sure I got everything. But yeah, today's is just the parts video. We'll be talking about all the parts you're going to need. I'm also going to name the part, talk about it, my experience with it, and show a little picture in the little editing program. But that's all later. Alright, so let's get started. First thing you guys are going to need for your auto to manual swap or conversion is obviously a manual transmission. You could choose whatever transmission you like. If it's like you have a B series motor, you'd obviously want to pair it up with a B series transmission. You go with the LS transmission, GSR transmission, Type R, B16. It's all up to preference. Alright. There's not much to talk about that, but when you get your transmission, make sure to pick up the hardware for it as well. Make sure the clutch fork is there and the little boot where the slave cylinder meets the clutch fork. You're gonna want to have that boot there. All right, remember the part. It's a little dust shield thing. I think it's called like an inspection plate. If I'm mistaken, someone let me know below. Yeah, I believe it's the inspection plate. So when you bolt up the transmission to the engine block, there's going to be a little gap at the bottom right by the oil pan. There's just a little plate that goes there. Make sure you get the proper hardware for it because it's weird. All the bolts are like different sizes, so you guys are going to want to pick that up. Next is the slave cylinder. The slave cylinder is when you press in your clutch. It pushes the clutch fork up against all the good shit. You guys know. With the slave hardline. You could pick up the factory hardline. It goes from the clutch master cylinders all the way around the firewall, up the frame rail, and then it connects to the slave cylinder. You guys can get that. I got it at a junkyard, $5, the whole line. It's one complete line. It was nice. But looking back on it, I should have went with the stainless steel line, which is a lot easier to put on because it's more flexible and it just has more of a cleaner look. I would definitely suggest going with that one instead. It's like 60, 70 bucks online. Much easier, less of a hassle. Because if you're gonna have your engine in when you do your auto manual swap, it's gonna be a bitch putting in that hard line. And you guys will also need the clutch master cylinder. I would suggest going with OEM. If you guys go on Amazon or some shit, you guys will see that Dorman, however they're pronounced. I don't know. Fuck them. I'm on my third clutch master cylinder from them, and I'm not racing. I'm just driving normally, and I went through 3 within a year, and sure their warranty covers it, but it's a pain in the ass taking it out, going underneath the dashboard, which is a pain in the ass. You guys will know when you install your clutch pedal. It's a pain in the ass. There's no room. And then you have to bleed it, and it's not really worth it. Just go with an OEM one. You're going to need to pick up a clutch pedal. Just if you're doing it from the car you're doing is an Integra, pick up an Integra one. And if you're doing a Civic, pick up the Civic one. I don't know if there's a difference, but go with the car it will belong to. Next you guys will need is the axles and half shaft. You're not going to be able to use your your automatic axles. The splines on the end of the axles that go inside the differential will not go in. So Don't even bother, just pick up new axles. Next, you guys will need a clutch kit. Instead of just piecing together a clutch kit, go from Exity. They have OEM style clutch kits. It comes with everything you need. You get your pressure plate, your clutch, your throwout bearing, your pilot bearing. I'd also suggest picking up a rear main seal. Never hurts, because even if it's not leaking, just replace it. Next is you're going to need a flywheel, a manual transmission flywheel. I got mine from O'Reilly's. I haven't had any problems. It was like 80 bucks. If you guys are all into racing, you guys can pick up a lightweight flywheel. I was just going for OEM. OEM's the way to go. Next, you guys will need the shift linkage, which are the two bars that run from where your center console is to your transmission. One's a stabilizer bar, one's the actual shifting mechanism. You also need shifter bushings. They're like, I bought mine 10 bucks online from, I forgot, it was like some popular brand, but haven't had any problems with them. You'll also need the bracket for the shifter bushings. You guys will also need a shifter and a shift knob, and also the bitch pin. If you order your shift linkages like offline, it's not going to come with a bitch pin, which is what happened to me. I forgot who I got my shift linkage from, but I hate it. I should have went with OEM. You'll need the rear T bracket, which is that bar or that little T bracket that connects to your rear engine mount and your transmission, I believe. But yeah, you guys will need your rear T bracket. You'll also need an auto to manual transmission mount. If you pick up a manual transmission mount and try to bolt it up, it won't fit, because the mounting bracket itself on the chassis is welded up a little bit higher for the automatic, so you're gonna need to pick up an auto to manual mount. I got mine from Innovative Mounts. It was 120 bucks. Haven't had any problems with it since. Just bolted right up. Great mount. I definitely suggest you go with them. They have all kinds of auto manual transmission mounts. They have them for the DAs, they have them for the Civics, like all that stuff. You could definitely give them a look. You'll also need the lower torque mount and the bracket. That's kind of optional. When I got it, I didn't like put the lower torque mount on until like 6 months down the road. You guys will be okay with it. You guys don't absolutely need it, but it will definitely help, because every time you shift, you'll definitely feel the transmission moving somewhat. Optional stuff. You can use your automatic transmission ECU. Your car will run. It will be good. The only thing is you're gonna have a check engine light, and it gets annoying after a while. I ended up getting a manual ECU like a year later, just because I got tired of the check engine light. It won't affect anything else. And the other optional thing is the manual brake pedal, because when you put in the clutch pedal, you guys will immediately see, all right, here's the clutch pedal, here's the brake pedal. You have this much of a gap. Like, you guys seen that? That much of a gap. And I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. I'll have a part 2 talking about all the fluids you're gonna need, all that good stuff. This was just a parts list. If you guys enjoyed, do me a favor, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I was thinking about, telling people about wire tucks, how to route it, all that stuff. Because online there is a lot of stuff, a lot of information out there, but they don't go into it in great deal. It's pretty vague. Like when you talk to someone about a wire tuck, they'll tell you like as simple as this. They'll be like, oh yeah, what'd you do with your wire tuck? And they'll be like, oh, just routed it through the fenders. And you're like, okay, yeah, like I know what the fuck that means. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I gotta get back to work. I'll see you guys next time. As always, peace.